Hey, it's Mark from Outback Motortek. Working for the company for about a year now, selling products. We basically focus on a small line of bikes, being BMW F800, 650, 750, 700, sorry, and V-Stroms, 650 onlys, Africa Twins. That's the KLR. That's our lineup for the current production. We are launching into KTM models and 1200 GS models probably early spring of next year. Company's founded by Lori Gombos, and the product is built in Hungary at his dad's factory. They had a medical equipment factory that's been around a number of years. So when they decided to build this stuff, they took their top engineers and designers, peeled them off and said, you guys are going to make motorcycle parts. And they got right into it. So it's a small family-owned business. There's myself here in the States reselling product for Lori and his family. There's Lori Gombos up in Canada, and him and Kelly, they have a small family up there, so he operates from Canada. And then the product is home based in Hungary. So what I'm holding here is an assembly of the Africa Twin skid plate and crash bar assembly. Some of the features that we integrated into our design is, this is what I call the moose antlers in the front. This is the plate that mounts against the frame. It comes across here, it's all angled. It joins the crash bar, so it makes a complete system. More importantly, it hooks up to the skid plate. So when you take an impact on any part of it, you're generating energy that goes through several parts of the bike rather than being independent. Another feature of this one and all of our skid plates is the ribs. Oh man, flip it upside down. We built a specialty machine to emboss the ribs. What it does is it gives it a lot of strength in the core impact zone and also reduces the friction. So when you have a log crossing or something and you're running this over a surface, you reduce the amount of surface contact and actually allows it to slide. And we've had several riders who are hard riders on the big bikes who come back to us and say, man, you know, comparatively to another plate, they're actually feeling it slides over a little better. Now if you're talking about a big rock that actually digs into the plate, this isn't going to do much for it, but adds a lot of rigidity. All the welds are done by hand. We do not machine produce these things. It is cut out, laser cut out as a flat piece, then it's folded, then it's welded. So there are some abnormalities in the welding, but that's because it is a hand weld rather than a machine weld. Flip it back up. All the tubing is steel. One of the reasons we go with a very high quality Hungarian steel is simply that steel gives, and that's a major factor when you do talk about crashing a bike. You would rather have your bars bend than snap. Obviously the welds become an issue, but it's kind of designed in the sense of a crash protection on what do you call it, an impact zone on a car. So your bumpers, they'll absorb the shock rather than destroying the rest of the car. So we've had riders out there on our gear who have fallen several times. They get back up, yeah, the bar's bent, but it means that your bike isn't broken. And that's pretty much the main features of our Africa Twin stuff. The quality runs throughout all the bikes that we do, and we have a very small selection of bikes, so we can keep that quality real high.